Good evening. This is your girl, Lady J. Yes, I'm back on the scene. Now, I know that I had talked about self care and self love, and I had mentioned uh, about how we can easily lose ourselves and the things that we go through. And I'm kind of like going to go back over it because I think it's important that I let you know that finding your true identity, finding who you are, finding your place in the world that's bigger than you is important. Okay? It's very important. Okay? So, I did write this book. It's a beautiful book. Everything that has gone wrong in your life was for all the right reasons. I know it's going to be number one book sales of the year. I'm looking forward to publishing it in the next maybe 2 months. But it has truly been a blessing to me. God had really blessed me to be able to write this book because it's really dealing with self, okay, dealing with you as an individual, okay. So it's really going to bless you. It's going to motivate you. It might even bring tears to your eyes. I have put in my book about my journey and the things that I had to go through to get to this place that I'm at right now. I didn't get here easy. I had to go through some things in life that prepared me for this place, like writing a book. I'm also a play script writer, so I've always been this way since I've been a little girl. Um, I'm 48, and I'm just now taking this journey, and it's been beautiful. It's had its ups and downs, but my faith has allowed me to continue to stand. Okay? Now, everything that has gone wrong in your life was for all the right reasons, whether it's been by your own default or through others' participation on God's turf. All was intentional for the grounds of dismissal. Isn't God good? His grace. It is beautiful. Proverbs 10:12 NIV. Hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers all wrong. In other words, every crime committed against God has been dismissed by grace. Many may say, why crime? Because that is what sin is, a crime. The definition of crime is an action or activity that, although not illegal, is considered to be evil, shameful, or wrong. And we can admit that we all have sinned against God. But He knows how to get us back into that place that I always call the safety net. He knows how to hold us up. He's a keeper. And I know that to be a fact. I know that to be a fact. But one thing I do know about God, God knows how to turn your mess into a blessing, your sin of ashes into beauty. He will use your pain for gain, your suffering to make a difference, and your loss to triumph in victory. Can we give Him glory for that? He is awesome. You know, many people probably don't believe in God. But at one point, you will believe that He exists. Especially after all the hell you go through in life. And the only true God that can bring you out. The only true God, the only one God that can bring you out. You'll begin to realize that He do exist and He is willing your life. So, regardless of how you feel, at one point, you will come to a place where you will kneel and you will pray and you will ask God to show Himself to you. You will. Trust me. You will. And this is what's great about God. He's so sovereign. Some, if not all of us, can't seem to get past our flaws, still hold on to the last mistake we made of unforgiveness. We beat ourselves up when God has already forgiven you with a clean slate. You have been barricaded under pain, hurt, failure, betrayal, disappointments, mistakes, and rejections that has stolen your identity. Identity is who you are, the way you think about yourself, the way you are viewed by the world, and the characteristics that define you. A characteristic is a special quality or trait that makes a person, thing, or group different from others. Not everyone wear the same sizes, speak the same languages. We were all created unique to bring change or perhaps be the change. And can you be the change? Everything you went through, whether it's been by your own hands, it was all for the building. It was all there to make you better so that you could withstand all the things that you have to face, all the things you have to go up against. It was there so that you could be a testimony like me, that through it all, God kept you. So everything you went through, everything you've been through was a setup by God. He knew that you was going to mess up. He knew that you were going to get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. He knew that you was going to be a drug addict, an alcoholic. He knew all these things about you. Before you even entered to your mother's womb, he already knew these things about you. But he also knew that you would come to your senses one day and you'll be added to the kingdom of change. This is not about religious, because I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. It's about finding yourself under a lot of mess. Finding you after being barricaded under all the things you've been through. Because we can lose ourselves easily when we're going through some things in our life. I've been there, and this is why I'm here to help you. This is why I'm here to help you. So let me help you. Let me help you. But most important, characteristics that we should adopt into our everyday life is happiness, honesty, loyalty, respectfulness, responsibilities, humility, compassion, and fairness should impact us and should be in part of our everyday mission. But somehow, because of life interruptions, has made us vulnerable and a target to be deceived and disarmed of the weapons of hope and belief in ourselves we left abandoned. We have allowed people to hold you hostage from the last mistake you made, as if they not made many of their own. You can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel because of the strongholds of your past won't let you see your future. But today, we will together be taking steps to find your true identity that's been trapped deep inside of unpleasant company of different events that has occurred in your life that has brought you drama and trauma. Before these incidents happened, how was your life? What made you happy? What places did you go? I ask you these questions because I want to take you back to the beginning before you were married, had children, lost a job, a divorce, breakup, or one of the number one problems we face every day, most of us, loneliness. The definition of loneliness is the state of being alone and feeling sad about it, because ultimately we think people and things bring us happiness. That is until those things get taken away. Sometimes a change in lifestyle can bring separation from the things you used to do and the people you hung out with. It does not mean that you're lonely. It just means that you have taken a different route and perhaps you feel naked, not having the usual around you, which is the indication you have to learn self all over again. Only this time, you're alone. And all you can see in front of you is yourself. I've been there. I've been where I felt lonely. I've been there. And I think that we think by having people in our lives and going places and all these other things that we try to attract in our life because we feel empty. There's a void there. And that void is you. No one can make you more happier than you. You, yourself. Everything else that comes in your life is just extra. It just makes things better, perhaps. But you yourself is happiness. You just got to find that happiness within yourself. No one can make me more happy than myself. No matter who I be with, who I marry, the places I go, I know how to make me happy. I know what brings me joy. Amen. Amen. So don't feel so lonely inside. You're not by yourself. I just said I changed a lifestyle, which is a great thing because we all need to. Every day, Lady J gets up and I'm looking in the mirror and tell myself how beautiful I am. And girl, you go. And I always decree and declare. I always pray. This is how my day is going to be. And this is how I'm going to feel. I speak it into an existence and it becomes me. There's power in thoughts. And we struggle within ourselves. The struggle is you. You're the problem and you're the solution. Amen. I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to help you navigate through finding you. The true, authentic you. You matter. The beautiful and the handsome you matter. You just haven't reached down deep enough. You're still on top of the surface. You're still on top of the surface. I thank God that I'm in this place where I can help you because I didn't have nobody help me. It was just me and God. Just me and God. And I was just crying and felt like I didn't belong. Like, what in the world? Like, why am I feeling like this? And I would blame 101 things. Oh, I'm going through menopause. I'm going through a change of life. And I could point fingers at everybody that's made my life hell that I have allowed to make my life hell. And God began to deal with me about me. And that's why I found my true, authentic self. Because I was barricaded with so much pain and hurt and discouragement that I couldn't see me. I seen the ugly. I seen everything that wasn't me. that I thought was me. And I became that. Because as a man or woman thinketh, so is he, and so is she. And we begin to think that we're not good enough. I'll never find anybody. Maybe I'm meant to be alone. We go through these things in our minds. And if we drill on it too long, it becomes part of us. That dark place that God doesn't want us to be. But we somehow stuck in that place. And I'm going to help you navigate. I'm going to help you. Because I want to see you find you under all that you've been through. That you are worth it all. Worth it all. Amen. So together, we are going to work things out. You have no one to point their fingers at once you are by yourself. It seems to me that, it seems to me that we got some alterations to make in your life. I did it in my life, and I'm still making alterations in my life. But every day, I'm getting better. A better mom, a better friend, better in my community. So every day, I am making myself better because I want to be. I want to be what God created me to be. Not what my mom and dad said I would be. Not the people around me that said, "Oh, girl, you should be this, you should be doing it." No. When you find the true you, the naysayers don't matter. You might hear them, but you're focused on you. And that's the place that I'm at right now. So, God has given me the antidote to finding your true identity. Trust and believe me, the world around you will look differently. I have been where you're at, lonely, out of place, full of anxiety and depression. I thought the world was against me, but that was not the case. The problem was part of the forces was Lady J against Lady J, having no idea that I was also the solution to wave my wand of faith to take back my power that I freely gave away. And that's what we do. When we give up on us, we give our power away. And then before you know it, our thoughts become visible. And we begin to do as our thoughts say do. And that's why I always say there's power in thoughts. Because if you think long enough, it will change you. Positive or negative, it's going to change you. It's going to have some effect on you and have effect on your life and those around you. That's why you have to be careful of thoughts. Because it's also draining you. You go back and forth in your head. Should I? I don't know. I don't think it's working for me. And all these negative content, mom, before you know, you become the very thing that you speak. The very thing that you say out your mouth, you become just that. That's also how you lose your identity. And the things that you say. Be careful. Okay, my brother, my sister, be careful. Okay? I learned how to get magnetic, invisible forces to work for me that I became the best version of myself. And I'm going to tell you that later on how I did that. I'm going to tell you later on how I did that and how it worked for me. One of them being prayer. Another one, I had to take time out of my daily life and meditate. Hearing my higher self, which is God, speaking. Not allowing the things of the world to get in the way. I took time out. You know how back in the day, your parents put you in timeout, said you got to sit there, you got to stand, you couldn't sit, you had to stand and face the wall, and you couldn't move until they told you to. Yeah, that's me. Take time out of your busy schedule for God. Okay? He will lead and guide you. Okay? We don't do that. The Bible says meditate day and night. I don't think we understand how powerful that is. Because then the world you don't hear. You close out the world and you go into your own little huddle with you and God with no interruptions. And you just breathe in, exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. And you just bring yourself here. Calm yourself down because you've been at work all day. You had this happen. You had so much negative going on. And you get overcrowded with these things. And if you don't come home and shut it down and get to a place of meditation, you'll lose yourself. Because then you go to bed with that thought. You go to bed with that hurt. You go to bed with all the things that had probably didn't make your day very well. Okay? So I gave you something there. I'm here to help you. We're going to do this together. And you know, the thing I do know is that God has given us all tools. He gave me the tools to rebuild, to make over what could have never been possible had not I lost myself in the things I was going through. Book, everything that has gone wrong in life was for all the right reasons. Had not I gone through these things, I would not have, come on. Had not I lost that house, I would never got better. Had not I lost that man, I would never got better. I might have got a divorce, but man, God bought me something. Somebody say better. So this is why I want to take the time out to have you come back here so that we can talk and I can help you. I'm going to help you. Oh man, you're going to be happy just like me. I speak it right now. You're going to be happy just like me. You're going to find yourself and can't nobody tell you nothing. Nobody's not going to be able to tell you nothing when you get to finding your true authentic self, your purpose, the reason why God had branded you right here, reason why you're here. Okay? When you find you, can't nobody tell you nothing. Amen? So, you have everything you need. He's giving you everything you need. We keep calling on God for everything. Everything you need, He has given to you. Everything you need, He has given to you. You are the problem and the solution. He's giving you everything you need to always come out winning. Even when you think you're losing, you're winning. So everything you need to design and to paint the world the way you see it, being beautiful, not dark, cold, and full of fear. I can help you get to know you, the real authentic you. But I must warn you, it will be like going to a foreign land, not knowing anyone, almost like being a stranger to yourself. I thought I knew me. But when I started shaving off all the things I didn't like about myself, and I really started paying attention to my thoughts, paying attention to my thoughts, paying attention to what I say, paying attention to how I move, the people that I hang around. When I started really paying attention to myself, instead of pointing fingers at everybody else, instead of making excuses, reason why I'm like this because my mother and my father, and my grandmother, be no excuses. Okay? Some of what we go through because God is trying to clear the way so you can have him so that he can have you by himself. So he wants to clear everybody out so he can get you by yourself so that he can allow you or help you to get to the place that he needs you to be. The problem is that we don't take time out. We got too many people going in one ear and out the other. Everybody doing this and you can't even think for yourself. You got to know how to shut the world out. Remember, the Bible said the world only knows its own. So remember that. Okay? He is the teacher. He's teaching you. You just got to listen. Listen. Okay? So I just want you to know that I'm here for you. And I will be here every Tuesday from 7 to 7:30. Be here so I can help you. Okay? I can help you. And you'll be like, that sister did that. She made me think. I'm going to make you think out of the box. I'm going to make you think about who you are. You're going to be doing some homework. Okay? But it's going to be good homework. You're going to enjoy it. God has given me everything that I need to do to help you in this season. And that's probably why some of us is not so blessed and why God is holding up our blessings and holding up a lot of things, because we're not ready for it. We haven't changed for God to release. You know what I'm saying? So we got some changing to do. And Lady J is going to help you. Because since I've done a lot of changes in my life, God has released blessings. I can't even tell you that the things that he has done. It had nothing to do with money. Just that he has done some dramatic changes in my life that made me think and just made me see the world differently. Not be part of the world, but just kind of look out and then come in and realize, ooh, I see. Okay, Lady J, God allow you to just see. Open up your spiritual eyes and see. He wants to show you something, but you're in the natural. Change your lenses, and you'll see everything you need to see. Okay? Change your lenses, and he'll let you see everything that he wants you to see. Not your friends, you only. All right? So, meet me here once again, 7:30 every Tuesday. And let's begin to heal, shaving all the things that people and you said about you. This is your girl, Lady J. Remember, nothing happens until you happen. So let's happen on today and be here on Tuesdays from 7 to 7:30. And I got you. I got you. We're going to heal and we're going to be tough, strong, and we are going to change the world. Why? Because you change and you're going to be the change. All right? Until next time, peace be unto you. Love you.